Iterating over jQuery and non-jQuery objects. jQuery provides an object's iterator utility called $.h as well as jQuery collection iterate $h. These are not interchangeable. In addition, these are a couple of helpful methods called $.map and .map that can shortcut one of our common iteration use cases. $.h is a generic iterator for looping over object arrays and array-like objects. Plain objects are iterated where their named property, while arrays and array-like objects are iterated via their indices. $.h is essentially a drop-in replacement of traditional for or for-in loop. As an example, given variable sum and an array variable r, then for loop. We can use for loop to do the sum. For variable I equals 0 and l equals r.length when I is smaller than l, I++, then we add the array element at the index I to the sum. This can be replaced with the jQuery $.h. It means for each in array, we call function, and the function call sum plus by value, and we got the summary sum. Notice that we don't have to access R index as the value is conveniently passed to the callback in $.h in jQuery. See another example. All those examples from jQuery document. For an object obj, we have foo, which is 1, bar, which is 2. For one item in object, we can add up the sum by object item at the key item. We log the sum. It should be 3, and this can be replaced with the jQuery utility function $.h object. Then for each element in the object, it call function and passing the key value to the function. Then we sum up the sum for each value with the key index. Again, we don't have to directly access object key as the value is passed directly to the callback to the function. Note that $.h is for plain objects, arrays, array-like objects that are not jQuery collections. This would be considered incorrect. $.h for jQuery collection, it cannot get each element of the jQuery collection. For jQuery collections, use collection.h. .h is used directly on jQuery collection. It iterates over each matched element in the collection and performs a callback on that object The index of the current element within the collection is passed as an argument to the callback. The value, the DOM element in this case, is also parsed, but the callback is fired within the context of the current matched element, so that this keyword points to the current element as expected in other jQuery callbacks. For example, we have an unordered list HTML element, and for the list we have list item of a few links, link 1, link 2, link 3. $.h may be used like so. Use a jQuery selector and make it a jQuery object li .h function .h in the jQuery collection. We call the function and pass function index and elements. The second argument is element. The question is often raised if this is the element, if the keyword in the function, if this keyword in the function is the element, why is there a second DOM element passed as argument to the function, to the callback of .h? Why the intentional or inadvertent, the execution context may change when consistently using the keyword this. It's easy to end up confusing ourselves or other developer reading the code. Even if the execution context remains the same, it may be more readable to use the second parameter as a named parameter, for example, inside the function as callback of .h. For the jQuery collection, if we, for example, if we use an Ajax and then we use this keyword inside the Ajax callback of success, the Ajax called. This keyword already been changed because it's a callback from the Ajax calling. It no longer holds the same as before the Ajax calling in the callback of .h. So we can get this not equals to list item. This is when we want to use the second parameter. We can review the examples we talked about in more detail. Here we have an HTML setup and required the necessary links and scripts. Then we say the util method h. First we have sum, the array. For variable I equals 0, L equals array length, semicolon, I when I is less than L, semicolon, I++. Then we can sum up each element in the array. The sum would be 15. In another example, in another demo, we use the JavaScript each utility method for $.h for each element in the array. We call the function and sum up the value. We got 15. The code is more readable. And use as the util method. We can use JavaScript for loop expression. For var item in object, sum up the value. Then use jQuery each util method $.h in object. We call the function and sum up the value. And also we got the result console logged as 3. Then because we keep each demo as a function, so we keep each function, we hold a reference for each function. Then we can test it in browser. Test it in Firefox. Open the console and we can check demo 1, demo 2, we got 15, demo 3, we got 2, 3, and let's see the each function of jQuery collection. We are going to check if first the basic usage of each function, then we are going to check the usage of the second parameter passed to the each function. Open the file in Firefox browser. This time we got 3 links at the unordered list, link 1 to 3. Open the console. We got link 1, link 2, link 3 as we expected. And first, this is exactly equal to list item, of which is the second parameter of the jQuery function. Then this isn't equal to list item after the play function, the callback. Inside the callback it isn't equal to. And additionally we check this equals to window inside the callback. Let's have a little bit more checks for the function. First, we get a jQuery collection, which is list item. Then for each in the collection, we call function, which get 2 parameters, index and list item. But inside this function, inside the callback of each function of the jQuery collection, we have the free keyword this, but the keyword, it's not a constant, it's keyword. It's going to be changed, and it can be changed. We can check it. If this equals list item, then we log out message. First, this equals list item. If it equal, we console log the message. Then we play with some function. The function defined here, it's very simple function named play. Play will have a callback function. Inside the callback function, and still we are inside the indented code block of the collection.each function callback. We're going to check if this is not equal to list item, the second parameter passed to function of each as callback function of the each method of jQuery collection. If it isn't equal to list item, we'll console log out the message. And if it equals to window, which is the global object for JavaScript inside the browser, we'll log out the message. We can see all of those messages being logged out for 3 times because we have 3 list items, and each of them will log out a message. Reload the page. First, then, and this equals Windows. This no longer equal to list items. First, then, and this again equals to Windows, not again equal to the list item. Okay, we demo the basic usage of jQuery.h when it has a utility function or it has a collection method. The different case for each, it's very convenient JavaScript functionality. It's all. Thanks for watching.